This podcast is part of the Deluxe Edition Network. To find other great shows on the network, head over to deluxeeditionnetwork.com. That's deluxeeditionnetwork.com.
Bev's Video Kingdom is intended for a mature audience. Listener discretion is advised.
Bev's Video Kingdom really is brought to you by...
What the fuck?
What's up, dude?
One of my renters broke the toilet again. That dude takes giant shits. Now I know what I'm doing tomorrow.
Why don't you hire a property management company or something to take care of that stuff?
Because they suck, and they take 10%.
You know, our dude Hank owns and manages Heritage Realty Partners. I think he said he only charges 5%, and he visits each property at least once a month.
That's right. He's always posting beers from the road. You have his number?
Actually, I do. His personal number is 805-451-5734.
Perfect. Now he can deal with my renter's big shits.
Heritage Realty Partners.
For all your property management and investment needs.
Hey everybody, we are back. Bev's Video Kingdom.
Has it been a week already?
It's been a week. It's still my birthday though.
Oh shit! I deleted
birthday
that.
weeks, man. It always lasts a week.
Week, yeah.
At least a week, or some people go a month. They get a birthday month. I think that's bullshit.
I'll
give you a week.
I'm like a single woman who's turning 38.
I'm still turning 38.
All her friends are taking her to the bar.
Wow.
It's my birthday month. So, welcome back. We talked about the male-directed Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, Jim Carrey, Kate Winslet, 2004 classic indie movie that we all were pretty middling on, except for a couple of us who really dug it.
I think everybody, for the most part, thought it was okay.
For this podcast, it was pretty
I
positive.
learned more. I respected it by the end more than after my watch. You guys actually got through to me a little bit.
I love that. I love that we have that sort of power over you, Scott.
Thanks, man.
I was also
I'm
jerking
easily
him under the table too.
What did you say?
I was giving him a little handy on the table too, to just get him into it.
It's like Vince Vaughn.
It's
Vince Vaughn at the dinner party.
It's amazing what a few rusty nails in a hand job. I mean, that happens on movies I like. It just always happens.
Well, that's when you're hella hard. I'm just like, I gotta check this out.
Hella hard.
What is happening?
If anyone was unsure if we were based in Northern California, Brad's hella hard comment about our co-host's penis.
I say hella with pride because I know it pisses off SoCal people. I'm like, fuck them.
You ever throw a hecka after the hella? Like hella hecka? You know?
I don't do it like that,
Yeah.
but
That's Merced, I think.
oh boy.
Nate's wife is from the East Coast, and she said, I think I'm almost to California. And she's been here for years. And we said, why? And she said, well, I said hella without even thinking about it the other day. And it's like, yeah,
that's it.
You're being indoctrinated.
There you go.
So we are gathered here today for draft day. For draft day?
Is that what it is?
Can we get a song?
We sure can.
Yeah, it is a song.
Brad was so confident the way he's looking at me.
You know what?
Mean, that was a song.
In the back of my mind, I was like, wait a sec, that's not the fucking right button. But
Now you got to wait for the whole thing to finish. You better vamp for a second.
I do. Shit. Yeah, so I have no clue what date is. My memory's been erased.
Lots of different draft possibilities for this movie. We went with one that I'm excited about, but we should talk about the ones that hit the cutting room floor. Hit it, Brad. The fucking fader got a little weird.
Wow. He's jerking the fader. He got done with me.
He can't control his hands. I don't know what's going on.
The fader was hella hard. He had
hella hard.
Yeah, we threw out a few different options on the draft.
And I like what we stuck with. I think
Me too.
Yeah.
So
what are we doing?
So we ended on most memorable sci-fi invention from a movie.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah. We threw out a couple of them. I think you threw out the Manny Pixie Dream Grills. Or
No,
something.
that was Brad.
No,
Brad
yeah,
brought
'cause
up
I think
Manny
originally
Pixie
when we had
Dream Girl.
talked about this, we thought we might do that at some point for this movie, but we ended up not. We can definitely throw that in a little bit later.
There's going to be plenty of opportunities for that one for sure.
Oh yeah, and I threw out like most memorable role, comedic actor in a serious role.
Yes.
Which I did because this was like, is this pre or post Truman Show?
This is post.
This was post Truman Show.
Truman Show was like late 90s.
But he still got a little silly in Truman Show. He
Yeah, a
didn't
little bit.
get very silly in this one at all. The other one was I wanted to do just like best Jim Carrey movie role, just because there's a fucking plethora. Although now that I think about it, have we done that?
We might have already.
We might have already done
Early
that.
on. Did we do Jim Carrey?
Yeah, because we had Josh from the Hoisting Heavies podcast.
That's right. We already
and we
did.
did the
No, he
most
just-
memorable Jim Carrey roles.
No, he just talked about Jim Carrey a lot. I don't think he.
No,
I don't
we
think
drafted most memorable Jim Carrey.
Did we
role
really?
Yeah.
that night.
When you said it, I didn't want to say anything because I was like, I think we already did it, but whatever. I probably don't know, but I think we did.
It's very possible. We've been doing this for a long fucking time. How long have we-
What movie did we do for that?
It was for
Ace, we didn't do Ace Ventura. We have
we
not
didn't.
done that.
We have not.
I'm telling you guys, I don't
Shit.
think we did that. I don't think that's what we did.
Dumb and Dumber?
We need a fucking intern.
It was Dumb
We never
and
did Dumb and Dumber.
No, we haven't done them.
We haven't done Dumb and Dumber.
Are you fucking kidding?
No, I'm telling you that we didn't do Jim Carrey movies either. Just Josh talked for hours about Jim Carrey.
No. It involved Jim Carrey because I'm pretty sure we drafted Jim Carrey.
He was like-
we did SNL roles that night. It was SNL comedic.
But he's not an SNL guy.
no, he isn't.
I don't think we did SNL either. I'm telling you, Josh just like expounded for an hour about how he was a young boy growing up in Ottawa.
No, he
and fucking just was in
He
love
does.
with
He does
Jim
love
Carrey.
Jim Carrey. He does love Jim Carrey.
I'm
Fuck.
so confused right now.
Yeah. Well, fuck it. We've been doing a lot of episodes, so that's the way it rolls.
This draft is brought to you by your favorite Alzheimer's medication.
Yeah,
At this point,
that
yeah.
draft was erased from my memory.
Yeah, oh, there, nice
sure.
way to bring it all back.
All right. Memorable sci-fi technology. That's what we
Most memorable sci-fi technology. We're not going to put any other stipulations on it. If the sci-fi technology has become real technology, we're going to say that that's okay.
Not even technology,
For
right?
full
Most memorable-
disclosure, I'll give you what our judge Govs, who was with us last week. He's going to be judging, and I just want you to know what he said. He said, for sci-fi inventions, are we talking things that exist in sci-fi movies that we don't have in our time period, or things that are new or relatively new, invented in the time frame, the plot of the movie? I said, I think things we don't currently have, but some folks might pick something that was from an older movie that predicted something we have now. So I think we'll leave it open.
I think we got to leave it open.
I hope so. 'cause
That's what I said.
I had no idea that this
that's what he
conversation
said.
happened.
So that's pretty much.
This is how Brad works.
Yeah.
He gives himself
I like this.
as much advantage as
It really
he can.
is.
He's
No,
like,
no,
I've had a
because
full discussion
there
with
was
the
a hedge.
judge about what we're going to be
There was
doing.
no
It's a nice hedge.
advantage there, and he basically said, "Yeah, let's just leave it open." So it's open. So I just wanted just full disclosure, so there's no fucking.
Oh, that's okay.
I like to be honest.
He's fully disclosing his hedge.
Yes.
All right.
I don't know
We
what I
did
would've
Tommy
gleaned
Boy.
from
the movie
that.
we did was Tommy Boy, and you're right. We did SNL
Yeah.
characters,
Most memorable
but we definitely
SNL.
didn't do.
I'm scrolling and I'm not finding Jim Carrey anywhere, but
That's because we didn't do it.
Okay.
Anyway.
I have a fucking mind like a steel trap.
Oh, boy.
yeah, totally.
All right.
Okay.
Well, hey, do you want to know the order of this draft?
Even though my steel trap mind was like completely convinced by Brad saying that I was like, oh, okay, I guess we did it. Fuck.
It's a rusty trap.
All right,
Yeah, we
Brad.
need a draft order.
What's the draft order?
Well, you guys might not like it. I did invoke a little Chat GPT because I figured, what is a technology that's on the cusp right now that's pretty amazing in the ways that it's being used. They just came out with
Sora.
OpenAI has Sora now, which is doing like live video. Like you can put in a prompt and it will create video of what you're asking, and it's pretty fucking.
Some of
bizarre.
the video that I've seen is fucking unreal.
It is crazy.
I do not understand how exactly that works.
Yeah.
All I know is I was trying to come up with a logo for my music thing the other day, and I used AI, and it came up with dog shit. So it gave me a little bit of hope for the future. That we're not quite there yet.
No, we're not, but we're like knocking.
We're on the verge. We're fucked.
We're knocking on the back door. All right.
Well, basically, what I told it, I said, give me a randomized draft order. I gave our names. I said that we were tasked with creating new tech for movie watchers.
Okay.
Oh,
And I told her, I said, give me a randomized draft order with devices progressively getting more dumb and useless.
Okay. So as you read these, you're going to start with good.
Yeah.
So that'll be first pick.
Yeah, that would be
Okay.
first pick. So we're going first pick down to last.
first to
pick.
last.
Okay.
So first, Scott invented the Cine Hover Chair, a futuristic chair that levitates users slightly off the ground for a more immersive movie watching experience, providing comfort and stability without sacrificing style.
Does it taste like cinnamon? What is it called?
That's the Cine Hover Chair.
For cinema.
Okay. Cinnamon. I was thinking cinnamon. I was thinking. I was
licked
thinking
the chair.
Yeah.
You sin in it.
You're
Oh, boy.
It's got 3 different purposes.
I mean, if it's hovering, it'd be pretty comfy. I mean, you might do a little sinning in it. I don't know.
Yeah.
well,
Might get hella hard.
your steel trap brain is kind of dumb on that one.
Well, speaking of smells and things, I introduced the Cinegizmo. Terrible name. A small handheld device that emits soothing aromas synchronized with movie scenes, enhancing the sensory experience and creating a more immersive atmosphere.
Oh, I like that.
So you get some smells as you're like,
You're
but that could
watching
be
Warrior
really
and it
bad.
just smells like a fucking locker room.
That would be awesome.
Smells like
What was it called?
The Cinegizmo.
It should be called Senta Gizmo.
I know.
Someone said
Yeah.
that. Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty stupid.
smell Nick Nolte's fucking liquor breath.
Jason,
cinnamon.
you were ranked third.
Give me 3. That's where I want to be.
You created the Cine Glow Stick, a glowing stick that changes color based on the mood of the movie, adding ambience to darkened movie theaters, but ultimately serving no practical purpose.
Oh,
It serves all kinds of purpose.
sounds like you put it
Annoying
in
your
pants.
neighbor who's
It's-
at the theater with
I mean,
you.
it smells like cinnamon.
Oh yeah, it
in
is
the
the
cinema.
Cine Glow.
In the cinema.
It's just a cinnamon stick that glows.
What, and I mean, speaking of sin, you could do all kinds of sin with a stick.
Oh boy. And well, speaking of that, Zach, you had
butt plug.
you had sex on the mind.
In a butt.
You developed the Cine Tickler, a device that gently tickles users' feet during suspenseful movie scenes, aiming to enhance the viewing experience, but ultimately distracting viewers from the plot.
I think Scott, that's like the perfect invention for Scott. He's like, I hate feeling nervous and watching scary movies.
Let it tickle my feet.
my feet. I will be distracted and giggling while people are murdered.
I just assumed you invented it for porn and then tried to say, no, it's actually for regular movies too.
You're like, yeah, it goes on your feet. Sure.
Yeah, I'm going straight to butthole.
That's a sin of French tickler from Michel Gondry.
Oh boy. So it's Scott in first pick, myself in second, Jason in third, and I am Zach's fourth.
Yeah.
I'm not.
The Cine Tickler.
I'm not stoked about having the first pick.
You should be, because there's an obvious number one.
See, that's why I fucking hate having the first pick.
I don't know if I
not
fully agree.
There's not. I just like to say that to Scott.
Thank you.
I don't know if I agree with that.
I want Scott second guessing himself.
There actually are quite a few at the top, but yeah, then it gets a little murky, and it's going to depend on where we go with this. And I have to lead it off. Son of a bitch. Okay.
Well, memorable is the key word. I didn't like necessarily the word memorable here because it's like it has to be
Right.
things that people remember because there's some cool tech that in movies that people maybe haven't seen. So,
Absolutely.
I
Absolutely.
don't know.
Memorable
We'll
is
see.
always the key word, and it never comes into play for the judge.
That's true.
It's a very good point.
That is true.
It's like on 98% of the drafts,
And
and it's the most important word, and it's usually left
And it's the
off.
thing that irritates me the most ever
It's
since
like
I
which-
stopped
it
judging.
becomes personal.
That's funny that you say that, because I don't believe that. I think you're irritated about a lot of things.
He needs a center tickler.
Maybe you need a tickler.
So for the first pick, I'm going to go absolute iconic, and this one actually crosses over TV and movie, but I'm going with the movie, of course. And it also comes with a phrase that I actually heard a lot growing up as a kid.
Oh, I know exactly where you're going, and I love this pick.
Beam me up, Scotty.
Dude,
The teleporter in Star Trek, the motion picture.
I love the idea of just being somewhere and then immediately you're somewhere else, right?
Yeah.
Even if it's just for like commuting to work or taking a shit.
Yeah. The
Or-
teleporter just instantly.
What are you transporting in here? The shit?
No,
or
I'm just
yourself?
saying, you're like, oh, I got to go take a shit. And all of a sudden you're home and you take a shit and then you're back at work.
I mean,
or
you
whatever
could
it is.
transport the shit directly out of your bowel.
No, I don't think it works like that in Star Trek universe.
No, I think
true.
It's your shit stays where it's
He never
at.
said. He never said. Beam out my shit, Scotty. Beam out my shit, Scotty.
That's a great first pick. I really like that. The idea of that. And
See, I just think it sits too much on like the just absolutely like ludicrous. Like it's just
Well, yeah. You
But
never
it's
know.
sci-fi, bro.
It's
I know, but I don't know. I felt like I wanted to keep it something that like
Well,
seems a little bit,
you do that then.
in the realm of possibility.
Show me how to do it, Brad.
The gauntlets are being thrown down already.
But real quick,
One pick.
I would like to throw out the fact that if anybody who hasn't seen Galaxy Quest and the teleporters and that whole scene when they're they have the teleporter, but it doesn't really quite work
It's
the way
like
it's supposed to.
scrambling everything.
It's great.
Well, that the Spaceballs, I mean, of course, is
Oh
the-
yeah,
his ass is
his ass is backwards.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Okay,
All right.
Brad.
Yeah. So I just said I didn't like that pick.
Let's hear
so
this
I
totally
got to give something that
real-
is
You got to back it up. now.
amazing.
Amazing.
I'm gonna just go with
Not ludicrous.
and this is probably just more age driven, but holy shit, man. And I know there's a much bigger invention in the movie, but I don't want to fuck with time. So I'm going to go ahead and just go. I wanted a hoverboard. Hoverboards look badass.
Why am I not surprised?
Let's go ahead and get that hoverboard going.
So
Because
you can
it's-
buy a hoverboard.
I saw that dude that flew through like
Yeah, but that looks
Downtown
more like
New
a
York and-
green alien type shit or whatever that fucking Spider-Man guy is.
Oh,
You know what
Green
I'm talking about?
Goblin?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like you know what I mean? It's like a big like jet powered thing. Like the cool thing about that is it's just a skateboard that fucking like repels the ground. I love that.
Yeah, dude. Everybody wanted a fucking hoverboard after that movie. I know. I had an idea for an invention, and I'm gonna tell you right now, and you can steal it if you want.
What is it?
So basically, it's a hoverboard, but it's magnets, and so on the bottom, because how you get positive and negative, and they repel each other. So the whole floor would be either the positive or the negative, and then on the hoverboard would be the other ones, and you could just float on it.
And you could only use it when you go to your magnet room.
Right.
Okay, I like this. I like this.
Well, it'd be like a
idea
roller
lot.
rink. It'd be like Roller King.
Oh,
Oh,
and
wow.
so you'd-
you're bringing back Roller King.
but it would automatically push you away from it. So,
you'd
how
be
would you
floating.
how would you propel yourself
I
forward?
don't think about details, Brad.
You just barely like tilt it.
you also got to think about like how much like friction is like inherent to that. Are you just like super fucking fast immediately?
I like that we're
Right.
really taking this seriously.
This is supposed
These are
to be
all
this
things
quick
I've
little-
thought of.
So like if you're 250 pounds on it, and then like an 80,
Well, you'd need, like-
80-pound kid gets on it, let's like one of them's getting thrown in.
You need the
ceiling.
hoverboard
Yeah.
XL, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd have to be specific to you.
The hoverboard chubby XL.
All right,
Magnets. How
Jason,
do they
what do you got?
work?
All right.
All right,
So
his now Jason, he comes to us. This is his first draft,
first draft.
and he's definitely he likes to do a thing on Facebook where he likes to tell us how we fucking suck, and
Yeah.
he shows us how it's really done. So let's see how you draft.
Well, to back that up, to back that up, my first two picks haven't been picked yet.
Okay.
Which is causing
There you
me a little bit of stress here. Like I'm
Jason also has showed up in Nick Brown fashion with a notebook and pen.
Oh,
and,
old school.
Oh, yeah.
And he's actually got the pen that my wife uses while nursing.
I
which
work in
has
a hospital.
Many different, yeah, exactly. Many different colors of pen.
absolutely. You got to have all your options right there. This was a fantastic invention one day.
Oh, I think you should pick that.
This might be.
The multicolored Bic.
Yep.
Yep.
All right,
Yeah. So there is quite a bit of stress here. Oh my God. This is yeah. So I'm gonna go with my heart. I mean,
Good.
and that's what you have to do, I guess, right? Is go with your heart. For men of a certain age, the most important movie that we had growing up
I know exactly where you're going.
was Star Wars. Mm-hmm. And you gotta go lightsaber. There was nothing cooler than a lightsaber. We all wanted a lightsaber.
Lightsaber.
You gotta go lightsaber.
Lightsaber is the coolest slash.
It's the best
like,
weapon in the history of movies.
but
But everybody would be killing themselves.
thank you. If
Oh,
we had
this is
lightsabers at
inc-
5 years old, like we wanted, we would have no penises, no limbs.
If we had magnet boards, we would also be killing ourselves. If we had, that's
true.
This is, I mean,
I saw little kids riding hoverboards. The little kid had a pit bull. I got a pit bull now. You guys remember Back to the Future 2? Kids could handle it. And you know what? I know little kids can't handle lightsabers because all of them got fucked up by Kylo Ren. No, not Kylo Ren, by Darth Vader. By
for sure.
Anakin.
because they weren't old enough to understand how to use their lightsaber yet.
No, I like that pick a lot. And,
You can't. I mean, this was this was every kid was out playing lightsaber.
No, the sound is iconic, memorable. It's the better pick than hoverboard. I'm giving you that much already. Like, I looked at lightsaber and I was like, no, that's fucking war. I don't want to kill people. I just want to ride a skateboard.
It's why I didn't
that
want the
floats.
first pick, because I wanted somebody to pick something else and then I could pick lightsaber. I don't know why I didn't. It's a good pick.
Yeah.
It is a good pick. That yeah,
Now you can
it is
suck from now
memorable.
on, though.
Yep. We'll see. We'll see about that.
Okay, so can't believe this hasn't gone there yet. We're going to go with little invention called Lisa from the 1985 Weird Science.
Wow. I was so hoping that would last longer.
If we're talking about things that we wanted when we were kids,
that was
I think I would have picked that over a lightsaber
Son of a bitch.
wow.
if we're being Kelly LeBrock.
No, that,
I'm not. I mean, that's the pick of the first round.
I can't
Yeah.
believe it went that
Damn it.
high, but it was like my absolute sleeper. Like that was the one.
And then you might, well, I don't want to go into also rans because there's other options. There's other options, but that was a memorable one.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go with my first pick of the second round, and I am gonna go with from the movie Back to the Future. We're gonna go with Back to the Future 2 because I like the flying version a little bit better.
Let's see if this works better for you than it did for me.
The time machine from Back to the Future. I think that the flying ability makes it a little bit more practical. I like the fact that it runs on nuclear fission or something made out of banana peels or whatever the fuck that ridiculousness is.
See, this kind of fucks me over because I had in my list, I had Mr. Fusion as an invention.
Yeah.
Because I thought anything you can power just through trash is pretty fucking badass. But you're taking the time machine with Mr. Fusion, so
He literally took it.
I want to say that the flying time machine because I want a flying car because there's lots of flying cars in movies, but one that can actually take you back and forth in time. We're gonna go with that.
Those are two great picks. Son of a bitch.
Yeah.
I hate admitting you did good things.
Yeah. You,
Take your Lisa robot, put her in the passenger seat, and go to.
Gun it to 88.
go watch the dinosaurs while
I was
you.
just about to say. Go watch some Brontosaurus's hump.
And all you gotta do is find some trash, and you're back wherever you want to go.
There's trash everywhere.
Yep.
All right, Jason.
back to me, and I'm in a quandary again because
Until you fuck up that gas
probably
tank,
going to happen,
right?
continue to happen.
Because the fusion only let's not forget the
Till a
fusion only
T-Rex
powers
fucking steps on it.
the time travel mechanism.
The flux
You still need
capacitor?
fucking gas to go.
Yeah. Yep.
Which that's another thing they don't ever really play out is like when they put gas tank, how far are you flying on a tank of gas?
Yeah. What is the gas mileage on that?
Oh,
Because in 3,
it's a tank of trash.
after he's flying and he goes back to the 1885s, like he fucking yeah.
They make it out of a train because it breaks.
I'm just saying they say that the it'll never fly again. He actually they do a little just a line that throws away.
I haven't seen the last two movies in a long time.
Pretty familiar with them.
Yes, you are.
So, I mean, and this, so I'm the same thing. I'm torn between two, but we're going most memorable.
Yes.
So,
Now we just change it. In the second round, it changes.
oh, sweet.
No, it's
We're done.
best.
No, it's best.
Most useful.
Most memorable.
Useful.
Most memorable, useful. I'm gonna go.
Realistic.
This movie was a monster, and it blew us away at the time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going with the liquid metal T1000 and the idea of liquid metal that could turn into anything you want.
T1000 versus Luke Skywalker with a lightsaber.
Is it T1000 or T2000?
T1000.
T1000.
But who wins T1000 versus Luke Saber?
I think that lightsaber keeps going through.
I think so too. I think he just comes right back together and fucks him up.
Yeah.
You got to like chop them into little pieces and then freeze them. Is that how that worked?
Well, that didn't do it because
because it melted because of the steel mill. He was
He
frozen.
put him in the molten metal, right?
That's the only way.
that
Yeah.
did kill him. But I'm saying, but at first when he was frozen, it
broke
actually
him,
wasn't coming
but
together.
it came back.
Until the
warmed up.
heat started melting.
yeah.
Bring it back.
Technically, he might be able to get out of that molten metal at some point if it ever cools down.
I don't know.
Yeah, who knows? A shitty invention that can just melt it. Okay, bad pick. Moving on.
That was on my list.
Yeah, absolutely.
I didn't go there.
Yep.
See, there's one I'm holding on to, and I'll leave that for later, just because.
I hope I
Okay,
grab
I hope
it.
it makes it back to me.
All right. I'm gonna start playing because I'm gonna get silly here with my last two. So
That's-
this one I'll try to like kind of win the drought, and after that I'm saying fuck it.
It's already too late for you, Brad.
Oh, I know. I'm gonna go ahead and take, if you want to just fly around and be a badass when you're not actually a superhero, and you want to be a superhero, all you need is Iron Man suit. and you're good to go. You can do all
Going
sorts
Marvel.
of fucking thing. You're flying.
I wasn't sure if
You're blowing shit up. You've got
Are we gonna
a
pick,
cool ass
Are we gonna
AI.
pick a movie that we actually would discuss on the podcast, or
Oh, look at you!
I wasn't sure who was going to break the Marvel chair.
Is when we start talking about Marvel. That's when we turn into cinephiles.
I guess so.
You guys are fucking douchey.
why don't you pick?
Why don't you guys join Bill Simmons' podcast?
Why don't you pick Batman's grappling hook, bro? That's fucking better. Who has more money, Batman or Tony Stark?
Hey, we got a long way to go. That grappling hook might look good in round 4.
That's right. I like it.
Uh-oh, he's thinking about it right now.
You can blow shit up. You've got cool AI. You can go wherever you want. You can fly hella fast.
Yeah.
It's great.
Hella fast.
Hella fast.
Hella fast. This is a California pod, y'all.
Hella
Northern California explicitly.
All right. So yeah, this next movie is very, very
The sex movie?
near and dear to my heart, and
Oh, no.
also spawned some amazing quotes throughout the movie, including "If it bleeds, we can kill it." I'm picking the invisibility cloak from the Predator. So basically, him being able to turn himself into the fucking.
I like that better than a Harry Potter invisibility cloak.
Thank you,
I like that.
because that's not an invention. That's just magic, bro.
That's just magic.
Yeah.
I was gonna fight somebody if they picked something from Harry Potter.
Well,
'cause
Brad
I know
still
Brad.
might.
I know Brad's about to Voldemort's wand.
The invisibility cloak, there actually like is some technology where they're starting to be able to kind of
Oh, have you
create
seen some of those
projections
videos?
Yeah.
that,
Some
like,
crazy shit.
Yeah, and like it's getting wild.
Yeah, fucking one of my all-time favorite movies. I just love that movie so much.
Rest in peace, Carl Weathers.
Prey was actually really good. This latest one.
You know, I still fucking haven't seen it yet.
It's
I want to see it.
It's solid.
That's what everything I heard about it was really good.
Is it the girl from Scream that is the main chick?
I don't think so.
Oh,
I
it's
think
not.
she's an unknown.
It's like nobody. Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, okay.
That's really no.
But yeah, because the Predator movies, like so many were just so bad.
really bad.
And so I just I've just like said, well, fuck Predator.
This
and then I
one's
heard
a-
that one was great.
This
and
one's pretty
I need
good.
to go back and
It's
see it.
definitely.
I think I
worth
watched Predator 2, and that's about it.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that was rough.
Yeah, a lot of people like
Danny
that movie.
Glover in New York.
I don't know.
All right, you got one more.
I know. And it's a long time before I get back. And there's a little.
Don't worry, I'm not going to pick anything that you're thinking about picking.
Well, I think I'm thinking about picking something you could potentially pick right now, just because I just really like it.
The Schwartz.
I'm going Pixar. I'm taking the translation collar in the
Nice.
movie Up.
Nice.
Wow, that
That
actually
puts it on the dog.
That actually does fuck up my next pick, but and okay.
Yeah, I'm
I
going,
like that.
going
I like
with the
that pick.
collar. Let's see, hear the dog. So
I would
that's fucking
love
cool
to know
as shit.
what my animal were saying.
It would
Yeah.
be. It would be cool. It would be very cool.
I like you.
It's just going to be a ton of feed me, feed me, feed me.
Right. So anyway, I just like that pick. I love that movie. And
God, I would love to fucking just know what's going on in my fucking cat's heads.
exactly.
Just so that I could like tell him like, fuck you, dude.
Daniel Tosh has his podcast, and in his newest episode today, he told a story at the very end about he was swimming with his son, and his daughter's like 1 year old, and she had like no diaper on. She's just kind of waltzing around the deck, and he's kind of keeping an eye on her. And then she kind of looks him in the eyes, and she just squats and just drops a deuce. And so like he's just like, oh my God. So he's like kind of yelling for his wife. And by the time like he kind of turned his attention, trying to get his wife's attention, turns back and his son's screaming in the pool. And now the turd's gone, and it's because his dog had ran up and just ate the turd just as fast as it could. Just, like right then is when you want that call. What the fuck are you thinking?
So speaking of wondering what your cats are thinking, so
Oh, Jesus.
two nights ago, real quick story.
Tuna nights?
Tuna nights.
Tuna nights? I didn't say tuna nights.
I don't know, but there's a
Be nice
screenplay
to
there.
Scott.
With my cat, sometimes it is tuna night.
That's your movie's gonna be called Tuna
There's a
Nights.
Pixar short called Tuna Nights coming
So-
soon.
I'd like to know what was going through my cat's head the other night, because she was laying right here by my head, just curled up, all happy. Other cat comes up, they're just kind of licking on each other, and I got my hand up there, just kind of making sure everything's all right. All of a sudden, if you notice,
You got a pretty deep gash there.
okay,
Yeah.
then if you look at my shoulder,
Whoa.
okay, now if you look at the side of my head,
Oh no.
What the fuck happened?
Oh no.
the side of my head,
I see that. I noticed
Took
that
a
earlier. I
brain
did-
surgery.
Yeah.
yeah, fucking my cat suddenly just went fucking ape shit and just peeled out on my body and my head, and I want to know what happened, because I don't know what happened. She
Wait, your cat attacked you.
just attacked. Yeah,
And what did the other cat do?
it was gone. I got
Bolted.
up. I was fucking cussing. So
Probably
I
the
was
one who
so
caused
pissed.
it.
Yeah. So anyway, so I'd like a translation caller to know what the fuck happened.
For real.
jealous pussy, huh?
One of my
Yeah.
cats is a nonstop food obsessed, and the other one is definitely on the spectrum somewhere. So
Yeah.
it would be cool to find out what their conversations are like. But
Yeah. Brad,
All right.
what do you got?
Well, you did really fuck me up because that,
Did I?
yeah. And
You were going straight to Pixar.
no. Like
You're going to go up?
I have the better version of that pick, but I'm not going to take it now. All right. Here's one that I actually do like. And we were recently talking about this movie last episode. I'm going to go ahead and how cool would it be to be able to, control dreams and kind of design whatever dream you want. I'm going with the dream device from Inception. Like basically like they're able to build dreams and create shit. And like you could do a lot of fun stuff if you were just able to design and create whatever you wanted and dreams. And then you wake up and you have fun. Now I know they get lost in it and it starts fucking with your mind, but at the same time for a while it'd be kind of cool. Mm-hmm. So dream.
I like that.
Inception dream device?
Device Inception.
It has some name, but I don't remember it.
I wrote it here because I looked at passive, PASIV,
Yeah,
intravenous, something bullshit, whatever. The dream device is what we're calling it.
Sciencey words.
All right.
Yeah.
Jason.
Jason's pretty happy right now. This team is coming along, as they say.
He's getting cocky.
It's coming along.
All right.
For the third position. I mean, don't get me wrong. Our boy Zach started off real hot,
Right.
but
You never know.
But as much as when he stole my hot lady pick, so I gotta deal with what's left. Possibly a hotter lady pick, and we gotta go with AI's got to come into play here at some point. So for AI sexiness, you have to go with Ava from Ex Machina.
I knew you
You're
were
going with
gonna
the stabby version.
Alicia
Okay.
Vikander, the one
You're gonna need to control this a little
one
bit.
that hurts
You're gonna
you.
need a plan.
The
Yeah.
stabby version. Why not?
But until she kills you, it's a nice time.
Yeah, I absolutely had that on my list, but I also was just hesitant because I don't know how well known that movie was to most people, but you never know. I love the pick. I do like the pick.
It should be well known.
I heard BVK covered it, possibly.
Yeah. We did an episode on it. Check it out.
Fantastic movie.
Well, yeah. I mean, I think that's a good pick.
I think it's a kind of a hot take to
But
say that she's hotter than
I will
Lisa.
say,
I don't know. Lisa's pretty much
I had
everything.
Ava on my list. I did not have
Kelly
Lisa.
LeBrock in the 80s is hot.
I'll say I had Ava on my list. I did not have Lisa, and Lisa doesn't seem like she'll want to stab you.
Right.
No.
That's true.
And in fact, she'll fuck up your bully brother.
Right.
She might let you stab her.
She definitely will.
Hey, now.
She'll do gymnastics for you.
Okay.
This is the whole game right here for you.
Yeah, no, I'm throwing the draft.
Yeah, this is where it falls. Traditionally, this is where it completely falls apart, right?
So it's going to. So I'm going to go with one of my favorite.
Oh, this is
Usually a bad
this
start.
is terrible.
One of my favorite inventions from a movie that never really gets explained, but I recently purchased one of the greatest inventions that humans have ever come up with, and that is a bidet. I put it into my bathroom at home, and now every time that I travel for work, I feel like an absolute animal. I can't
We're
even.
just lucky you're even here right now.
I mean, can you imagine getting shit like in your beard, Scott, and then just getting a piece of dry paper, wiping it, and then going about your day?
Been there.
You can't imagine it. You would wash it out
No,
with
I've
some
been there.
water. You would probably use some water to get out of your beard. Probably,
I cannot
maybe
believe
something.
you are stealing
We
my
all just sit
final
there and
pick.
shit. But if we could go to the fucking world of Demolition Man and have the three seashells to keep our assholes clean, I think this is one of the ultimate inventions that I'm not even sure how it works, but I bet you your asshole feels fucking great.
I mean, old Roy, not Roy Schneider.
Schneider, who the fuck is that?
What's his fucking
Roy Scheider?
Rob Schneider.
Rob Schneider, Roy Scheider.
Roy Scheider
Roy
from
Schneider's
Jaws.
from Jaws. That's, I combined them together. No, Rob Schneider. He's like making fun of him. Oh, he doesn't know the three seashells. Like obviously, it cleans your ass great because they're like, oh, you use paper, and they're like, what the fuck? Why would you ever use paper? So it must be just a beautiful ass cleaning with the three seashells.
I think it's absolutely amazing.
I think it's a fantastic way to throw your draft. It's great.
I'm ashamed to admit this. I've never seen that movie.
Well, that's crazy, but that was going to be my last pick, Zach. I cannot believe I was like, oh, this one I'm just keeping in my pocket. There's nobody who's taking this pick.
It's the beauty of the three seashells.
My-
You can just
my-
keep it in your pocket.
Two crazy picks that I was hoping for. You fucked one up, and Zach fucked one up. I hate you both.
I was mine was the weird science.
And you'll probably end up
Zach has
winning.
done a good job of like taking our stealing our darlings.
All right, Zach.
All right, Zach, you
last
got your
pick.
final pick.
This is a tough one. But I'm going to go with my heart.
Oh no, not your heart.
I'm going to go with Brad's going to know what it's called because I don't even know what it's called.
Great pick.
But in Star Wars,
He went to the right.
they are playing a game where there are these like 3D
I just call it
holographic like
holochess.
Holochess.
like they're like chess,
3D
they're playing
holo
chess. And as a kid, I was always like, this is the future. Like to play a game where you can kind of see it in 3D, sort of like play out right in front of you. I remember at Funworks back in the day, they used to have
3D game.
You know what I'm talking
The
about?
Sega 3D game where you're like a cowboy.
Dude, it was a cowboy
time
and you turn around and
traveling.
shoot an Indian that's like
Yeah.
sneaking up on you, which is problematic in all sorts of ways.
Native American.
But god damn, dude. I remember thinking like all games are going to be like this in 5 years, and it's been 40 and none of those things have happened. But god damn, I think that's like the best invention. We need to come out with some sort of, like, we're talking about all these different technologies for gaming and watching movies, like a 3D like holographic display. Have you seen the new Blade Runner where he's like Elvis is like on the stage and like running around dancing, or like when Tupac was at
Coachella.
was at Coachella, like all that kind of shit? Like the technology is there.
It has been forever. When we
need it.
Back when we were kids and arcades were at their high, back when Tilt was at the mall, there was a hologram game that came out.
Was it the one Brad's talking about with the Indian?
The
I
Sega
don't
one.
know.
We
it was like a
called
little white
Yeah,
machine.
it was called Time Traveler.
That's the game.
exactly
Oh,
what he's
maybe that
talking
was
about.
it. Yeah,
That's
I mean,
exactly the game that I'm talking
How could that
about.
have been there 25 years ago?
I'm
Well,
saying
it was TV and mirrors. It wasn't like true.
it
like,
doesn't matter.
holograph,
It doesn't matter.
but
It looked amazing,
At this
and it
po-
was
at this
back then. It
point,
was like
between that
the
and
future.
Dragon. What was Dragon's Lair? Or
Dragon's Lair. where
Dragon's
you're
Lair.
playing a-
Dragon's Lair.
Playing a cartoon.
Gaming should have gone. We should have the most amazing.
We should have it like a desk and in every home that has 3D shit that comes out of it. And I always thought like you would have a section of your living room that like if you were going to watch a show, you would like clear out of that, and then like real life projections
You'd
of
be in
whatever
the show.
show. Exactly.
But yeah. No, I mean, video games
That's
are.
my pick.
There's some cool video games nowadays. I mean, there's some stuff that's pretty immersive. But,
I wanted to shit on that last pick, and the minute you said it, I was like, God damn it.
Seems amazing,
If-
right?
At the age I saw that the first time, if I knew what jerking off was, I totally would have jerked off. I was
totally.
watching that scene.
What was the pick? What did I even miss?
Hollow
The
chess.
holochess.
The holo
game that he
chessboard
plays.
Oh, they're
from-
playing.
from
That's
Star
right,
Wars.
right.
It's on the Millennium Falcon.
Yeah.
And I expounded
Let the-
upon
let
it
the
to make
Wookiee
like,
win.
and
Yeah.
then like
Gotcha.
you know R2D2 at some point is like shoots out like the hologram of Princess Leia, and she's like that, like all the hologram shit.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm
You taking all the
100%
hologram
No,
shit?
I'm just
Oh,
taking
no,
the
no,
holo
no.
chessboard.
All right, yeah, hollow chessboard. Okay. I was going to say.
Easy.
Just picking all the shit I wanted when I was a
Easy.
kid.
Right.
We had Scott trying to take an entire movie the other time. You got, I mean, let's.
Kendra did it last time too, so nobody fucking said shit. Okay, go ahead.
I'll take all the sciencey things.
Jason, your pick. Last pick.
Jason.
Likes to talk in the third person.
Kendra's one
Jason,
of very
yeah.
few guests that can pick whatever she wants,
That's a fact.
and no one's gonna give her shit about it because she'd probably argue her ass off and fucking convince us anyways.
We gave.
There's a lot on the board right now.
There is.
Like really surprised by some of this. Damn, what do I do so with my team? How do I make?
Do we
How do
need
you
to- do we
round
need
out
to
your
vamp?
team?
What do we need? What are we doing here? Do we need to vamp for you?
In the fourth round, my last pick.
Just
how
put
do
the T-shirt on.
You can get kind of weird.
Yeah, you gotta really like make your. I mean, I'm first time ever drafting in the third spot. I mean, this would be a big deal.
Yeah, I know.
This would be a big deal. And I'm gonna go with something that kind of a little close to my heart a little bit.
Good.
Something that speaks directly to a personal story and situation from our life that has been mentioned on this show before. Mm-hmm. When me and Scotch were in high school, we had to do these little films we did a couple little films for English class, and in one of them, we went back in time to pick out all these historical figures, and we didn't have access out in Houston, California, to a phone
To a
booth.
phone booth. I knew you were gonna say that.
So we used a porta potty, and we knocked it out of the park. But I mean,
Yeah,
I gotta take the phone booth from Bill and Ted's.
Ted's. Yeah, we.
And then I mean, time travel. How do you go wrong with time travel?
Yeah, our little film was great because we did the whole thing where we
fantastic.
filmed us walking in the porta potty, and all of a sudden we cut the film, then we moved the porta potty, and then we hit it, and then it was gone. So like we made it disappear, like all kinds of crazy.
You moved the porta potty.
by hand. Yeah, we shifted it. we pushed the thing out of the way and kept.
They were like
kept the camera there.
self-contained.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and it looked instantly just like it fucking disappeared. It was magic. We were like, holy fuck, we just invented like
We were
the most amazing
special effects like masters
Oh, yeah.
before anyone knew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spielberg and Nolan in fucking 6th grade at
Yeah.
Houston High School.
Yeah,
I love that.
And then I drank a lot and forgot to apply myself to
I
that field.
I completely underachieved everything in my life from that point on.
Brad, what do you got?
The high point.
That was the high point. That was the absolute pinnacle. That was the pinnacle of our lives.
Oh, well, I'm trying to think if I go, there's like 3 different ways to go here.
Yeah.
And I don't know which one's the right one because you know what? I don't think I'm going to win this draft, so I should just go for myself. Because there's an invention that's amazing here. There's one that's kind of shitty, and there's one that's it's all right. It's just not my favorite. All right, I'm going to do it. While it might be shitty because you're being controlled by freaky robots, but at the same time, if you can just start downloading shit to yourself, like I need to know kung fu. Let's fucking download an update.
Oh, are you matrixing?
I'm going Matrix because being
actually
able to
like that.
just drop in some kung fu. I need all the weapons. I need to boom.
So you're taking the whole Matrix.
But it only works when you're in the Matrix, though. That's the
Right.
shitty part.
I'm taking the Matrix.
Yeah.
So you're taking the Matrix.
I'm taking the Matrix.
Taking the whole Matrix?
where you can fucking start just
No.
downloading whatever you want.
He's taking the downloading.
The
It's like the
kung
hacked
fu
version
mechanism.
Okay.
of the Matrix.
He's doing the thing that you can do in the Matrix when you're in the Matrix and not floating in your own goo.
Yes.
Right.
But yeah,
While floating in your goo.
you're basically like able to hack the system.
Matrix trainer.
Matrix martial arts
I'm
training.
going to call it the hacked Matrix because
Yeah, but
basically
he's not going to know what you mean.
No.
what? So just call it the Matrix?
No, don't call it the Matrix. Don't call it the entire
The Matrix from the Matrix?
Matrix training download
System.
program.
program. Training
I put
program.
downloading updates in the Matrix.
There you go.
Matrix training
And
program.
if he has any questions, we'll answer them, and we'll make sure that it sounds shittier than what it actually is. 'Cause it's
Just
kinda
put
cool.
4th place team.
Okay, gosh dang it. Yeah, there's a lot of places we can go. Also rans are going to be fun. And here's an invention I would love to have. You fuck something up, you piss somebody off, you do some stupid shit, you drink too much and shit all over somebody's house, like I've done.
A typical Friday night.
Yeah. And it'd be great to just pull out something, put on some sunglasses,
Oh,
hit the
like
button.
like the MIB.
and Men in Black, and erase their minds and tell them some bullshit
The
story.
neuralizer.
Neuralizer is what it's called.
There was a time when I saw Men in Black in theaters and walked out of the theater and thought, it's the best movie I've ever seen.
It was good the first watch.
I thought it was amazing.
For the art, the age when you probably saw it,
Yep.
it was fucking amazing. The tech was great. The effects were great.
Yep.
Will
The
Smith.
comedy, the mix of comedy and action was great.
Tommy Lee Jones is
a little
awesome.
scariness that fucking
That guy was scary too.
he's scary as fuck. So it was all pretty good.
Will Smith wasn't a tool yet.
Not yet.
What's her name that we hate that was just like super dull and just talking like this?
Oh,
She was whatever her name is.
She's in Jade.
Linda
Linda Fiorentino.
Fiorentino.
Wow.
Yeah,
We talked shit about her on Dogma.
that's right.
She's just so bland.
There's not a lot
She
going
just
on
talks
there.
like this whenever she's doing things.
It's a good pick. Good pick.
Ah,
I was
All right.
Last pick of the draft.
I was between that and the
Nice.
I had that, but I thought that's a tool for bad.
Well,
Tool for bad.
I have
for
a
good.
feeling that there's a lot of also rants.
there's a lot of
so
awesome
many.
ones. Yeah. So we'll see what happens. And I'm
You
looking
guys
at
think
these
I would
lists.
have got? You think my team's better or worse if instead of the hollow chess I take Polly's robot from Rocky?
Oh,
Happy birthday, Polly.
I love the pick. I love it.
Oh man, you should have just gone with all of like the little robots. Like,
We're gonna hear a message from our sponsors, and we'll be back.
Hey, it's Kaylee Cuoco for Priceline. Ready to go to your happy place for a happy price? Well, why didn't you say so? Just download the Priceline app right now and save up to 60% on hotels. So whether it's Cousin Kevin's Kazoo Concert in Kansas City, go Kevin, or Becky's Bachelorette Bash in Bermuda, you never have to miss a trip ever again. So download the Priceline app today. Your savings are waiting.
Go to your happy place for a happy price. Go to your happy price, Priceline.
Hey man, what's your bacon?
You gotta tell everybody what that means first.
It's that extra side topping or main course in life that makes everything about your day even better.
Whether it's movies, music, cooking, paranormal, video games, whatever it is that helps you unwind, maybe even get a little bit inspired. We talk to hot new bands.
We are Felicity.
Hey, this is Bradley from Emerosa.
TV personalities.
Hi, my name is Rachel Pizzolatto.
Hi, my name is Patty Magley.
Wrestling personalities.
Hi everybody, I am Eric Bischoff, WWE Hall of Famer, Godfather here.
Actors.
Mr. Sean Kanan, thank you for joining us.
Fellow podcasters,
Emo Social Club,
ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Dave Schrader, pretty much any like-minded creative across all facets of the entertainment industry.
You can check out Bacon is My Podcast on all streaming platforms, as well as the Strangerhood TV YouTube channel. New episodes dropping every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Listen in when we find the answer to the question,
what's your bacon?
Bathymetrics, YouTube assist. Gonna point out all the shit that we missed. It's the draft judge, crushing dreams once again.
Gotta let it fade out. Hey, we're back, everybody. So we have a thing here where we like to get pasty white 6'5" judges.
6'5".
How tall are you?
6'6.5", bro. Don't cheat me that inch and a half.
All right, I apologize. Hank, how tall is Hank? Is Hank 6'5"?
No.
I don't think
just comes up just short.
And a half? That half matters.
No matter what, he's short. He hasn't.
Yeah. The half came into play.
What I'm getting at is there's been some speculation on who is the best 1B judge behind Scotch Beck, and Hank and Gov are just neck and neck going for it. So I propose that we do have a filmed one-on-one basketball tournament between Gov and Hank at some point. But the kicker is every time you score, you have to chug a beer. So every bucket.
I thought you were going to
make,
say there's no like winning scores, just who can't continue.
Oh, we could go. We could go till literally one of the 50-year-old men cannot play anymore. I like that too.
Basketball to be death.
Beer may accelerate that.
Hoop till death.
So we drafted most memorable sci-fi invention in a movie, and we have tapped our boy, Mr. Gov, to step into the cantina and judge our accolades here. Mr. Gov, how are we doing this evening? You were in there for a long time.
I don't feel like I was, but
I feel like maybe you might have been searching the internet for some nefarious things on Scott's Wi-Fi.
Actually, not much searching. Only one YouTube assist.
Okay.
Totally.
Okay. All right.
And it didn't change much, but I really loved what I saw. For whoever picked that, we'll find out.
Well, let's say first that this is his triumphant return. Like, there was
been a while.
Some controversy back in the day because Govs came through and he wrecked some dreams on a few occasions. And there's been some blowback. So
there has been some blowback.
I feel like you might need to respond.
I like to take opportunities to reflect on things and like evaluate things. Can I improve things? So I actually reached out to our boy Hank and I said, hey, where do you get your ideas for how you do things? It's a little different than me. And he said, hey, there's this surprisingly, I was shocked. There's a draft judging clinic at the convention center held once a year in Fresno, California. And I was like, I know that place well. I went to school there. So I went to it. It reminded me of the old basketball coaching clinics where you got to kind of pick what sessions you went to. The first one I picked was called, what was it called? It was called, Dr. Draft Love, or How I Learned to Love, or How I Forgot to Stop Worrying, or How I Forgot to Worry and Stop Loving the Venn Diagram. So that was good. Yeah. So
that sounds like a good
I learned a lot there. The second one was called Size Matters, What to Consider When Choosing a 3-Ring Binder for Your Draft Judge Episode Notes.
That sounds like it was pretty great.
Yeah, no, it was good. And then we had a dinner break and some drinks, and I think the third session was pretty blue. So it was like, okay, we're gonna get a little loose here. The third one was called Fuck Kevin Bacon. 6 degrees of separation is nowhere near enough. So I had a lot to think about,
Kevin Bacon.
Yeah, like 6 degrees is nowhere near enough. You need way more than that.
6 degrees. I've heard that many women say that's not quite enough.
Yeah, it's a rumor. I wouldn't know.
Not the proper angle.
So there was one other session that I chose not to go to, and it was called Time Heals Most Wounds. How to help drafters that can't get over losing months after the draft. I was like, fuck them. Just get over it, you big baby.
Wow. I think that might be an answer. That might be an answer. Wow. That might be an answer. So, hey, welcome back.
Shout out to one unnamed former drafter.
Wow. Jesus
Get over it.
Why are you looking at me?
No, not you.
You're staring right at me when you said it. I'm like, what, me?
Fuck you, Scotch.
No, not you.
Damn.
Fucking asshole, Scotch.
Love
outta
you, Maddie
here.
Marlowe. Love you.
He was staring right at me.
He shit in your living room. He definitely shit. You thought the cat shit in your living room. No, it was Gov.
It was Gov.
Well, wait till you go back in your house.
Quite a gift.
Oh, shit.
All right. Well, we sent you a whole draft of picks here. We got 4 rounds of 4 teams. And you said, when we were getting ready to start, you said there were some interesting things. Tell us about those interesting
I said, wow, because it did not turn out the way well, I'm not going to say the teams didn't turn out. I have no idea who's who. I have one maybe guess. We'll see. To me, the clear one of one was kind of picked, and I was shocked. So here's I do the regular 1 through 16 reverse points.
Yep.
Top pick at 16. I did like Walter's last one where he gives each round a 1 through 4. That was kind of cool.
Okay.
And I totally blew off all the stuff I learned from Hank's, draft clinic that I went to.
I love that it was in Fresno.
Why not? And then I decided not to get real crazy. I joked before the draft that I needed some help setting up an obstacle course before. We're going to keep it kind of back to basics. So
good.
16-1 reverse points. I had 4 categories that I always come up with them beforehand because I don't want it to affect things. With any bias. I had the SOB, the suspension of belief. Like a lot of times in movies, you have to have suspension of disbelief. That's a thing. But to me, like if it's too unrealistic, it's like, no, that's shitty. Like, and only one of them did I give it to, and it was borderline. My thought process was the replicator from Star Wars or Star Trek.
Yeah,
that would have collapsed like economies and businesses would have gone out. Like it was too unrealistic. But then I did a lot of searching. I don't think it's actually in movies. So there's one that got that. I had Lacuna Luck. I had to go with the t-shirt. If lacuna means there's empty or there's a gap. So if there's something I didn't think of, and I had like 33 I came up with right away on my list.
Yeah.
Is that what it means?
Lacuna,
I thought it means
empty or gap.
I thought
It's like a gap in your brain.
And the band Lacuna Coil like made their name based on they wanted something that meant empty spiral without saying empty spiral. So
and Lacuna Matata is the Gap band version of Hakuna Matata.
That's true.
So SOB was minus a point.
BVK goes deep.
Gap band.
I like to go deep. SOB was minus a point. If I had to suspend belief, I'm like, listen, it's cool, but it's not fucking believable. Lacuna Luck, you got 1 point, nothing major. I had a category I really liked. I had to have the quote, "Great Scott!" Yeah, the doc. And if a top 5 pick fell to the 3rd round or lower, 2 points didn't happen. It's close, real close.
Okay.
Oh boy.
And then lastly, there's a quote, necessity is the mother of invention. So I was like, well, I'll make my own quote that goes with it. I said, success is the father of popularity. If your 4th round pick made box office 300 million or more, not adjusted, +1.
This is a terrible category.
You know what? It might almost. It's gonna be. I'm interested. Looking at
heavily
that.
used.
Wow. Looking at that one. Jesus. Okay. This is good shit. Welcome back.
Back to the basics.
Okay.
Back
no
in the
cards,
seats.
no dice.
Yeah.
Let's get real.
So,
okay.
Scores.
So usually we ask the judge to
give us our scores.
Run it down the scores, fourth to first,
no,
with no names. You got
no
it.
team. No,
You've done this before.
In 4th place with 32 points. 3rd place had 33 points.
Oh.
2nd place had 37 points, and our 1st place, our winning team, had 40. Pretty
that's
tight spread.
Within 10 points.
That's pretty tight.
Within 8, the whole range.
And
tight.
When he walked in, he
that
said that somebody shit the bed pretty hard, and whoever didn't shit the bed was 1 point above.
Well,
It's not like two
it's
people
all
shit the
relative.
bed.
It's all relative.
Yeah, I guess so. So
That's a his and her shitty bed.
that's right.
All right. Well, somebody who did the ultimate shitting of the bed. We're gonna find out right now.
I had a friend. Sorry, real quick. We're talking about inventions and shitty beds. A friend of mine always used to say he invented something called the shit and sleep. So that way you just shit in bed. You have to get up and go to the toilet.
How does it work?
Well, it
There's a
depends.
place you just shit in bed. Hey, all I know is we drank a lot, and I don't know, I didn't get into specifics, but it was called the shit and sleep, and that's it.
Adult diapers.
I think we just skipped over the best joke that's ever been made on this. I said, "How does it work?" And he said, "Depends," which is fucking some great wordplay. All right.
Okay, so our
fourth place.
I hate that this follows the script. For all you conspiracy theorists, our fourth place team with 32 points is Team 2.
Oh,
the Craps.
Team 2 includes the
Not you.
hoverboard from Back to the Future,
Okay.
Iron Man suit from Iron Man, the Dream device from Inception, and the Matrix downloads from the Matrix.
So I feel like you got a bunch of extra points because all those movies made $300 million.
No, only the fourth round.
Oh, okay. I missed that. I missed
You had
that.
to drop it down. And
He did get it, though.
Matrix definitely got that money.
Wait, is this Brad?
This is
It's
me.
Brad.
I almost thought maybe it was Jason, only because I don't know how well he knows the pod, but Marvel movies.
Uh-huh.
I was not going to step in that.
I jumped in.
As soon as he picked
not
it, I
a
said,
single
"What are you
animated film.
The Iron Man suit is badass.
Never would have guessed this.
It is badass.
Oh no, it's cool.
Yeah, but
Yeah, but what?
It's cool
No,
enough for last
no, but
place."
it's cool.
I was about to stand up for your team. I was going to say, dude, what kid didn't want a fucking hoverboard, man?
That's the craziest one. Is I said the fact that of course you're going to take the time machine, but I wanted the hoverboard.
Of course.
You're getting the hoverboard in the fourth round, though, bro. That's the thing that's crazy.
Yeah, that's
the fact that you took it with the first round pick over the fucking time machine, bro.
So your logic was, of course, you're picking the time machine, so I'm going to pick something way different.
I pretty much drafted for me until it all got fucked up. So
He did
I'm-
say
after
earlier.
your first pick.
I am fine with my position.
To be fair to Brad, he said, "I think I got last place the second week in a row after the draft," and he was correct.
Well, that makes me feel better.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No shame in my game.
Actually, I lied. I don't feel better.
All right. Well, somebody just about shit as much in their bed as I did, and they're just one point
ahead. 1 point ahead.
With 33 points, Team 4.
Team 4 includes Lisa from Weird Science, the Flying Time Machine from Back to the Future 2, the 3 seashells from Demolition Man, and the hollow chess from Star Wars.
Who is this?
I thought for sure that I was going to win this going away.
Okay, so
and not even close.
You started off so strong.
I started off so strong.
And then
So
you zacked it up
Well,
so good.
he had the one of one,
you
but not the right one of one.
flying time machine, which I just absorbed into the DeLorean time machine.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. But it's better
Clear
because it
number one.
flies.
Clear number one.
Right.
I asked 10, 12 people just today, hey, just off the top of your head, what do you think?
I love this. I love that you're walking around the streets.
No, literally.
Just interviewing people.
Streets of Fresno outside of
Teenagers.
the...
Streets of Fresno.
11 of 12 people said, well, Back to the Future. I'm like, what do you mean? The car, the DeLorean, the time machine. Yeah. One kid said interstellar time travel in the movie Interstellar. I'm like, that's a great pick. I didn't even think about that.
Oh, wow.
Every other person said Back to the Future time, the time traveling machine.
And then I got third place. How the fuck do you explain that, Joe?
Well, you also had...
How do you wipe your ass?
3 seashells.
Right-handed.
That's the question he should have asked while he was walking around Fresno.
So your second pick was the 5th overall, which was Lisa Weird Science. I kind of thought of it, but I didn't write it down in my notes. I loved it.
I love
It got the Lacuna Luck +1.
Okay.
It got the SOB. It's too unbelievable. It's not realistic enough. Like how do they make that shit happen?
I'm pretty sure
Well,
it's
you
real
gotta put
already.
the
It's
bra.
like a little magical
If you put the bra over, that's the key
realism.
part.
Like
yeah, there's a little more magic than actual.
so
but-
the SOB and Lacuna cancel each other out. And then unfortunately your last two picks were 15 and 16. Hollow Chest Star Wars.
Yeah.
Hollow Chest Star Wars, like
And he still beat Brad.
I was saying, you kept
Brad.
He kept me from getting less points because I was so pissed that he took the 3 seashells from
well,
me.
that's when I
was
no,
so
you
excited.
don't be pissed because that was last.
Did I get the extra point for Star Wars making $300 million?
You got Lacuna Luck for Hollow Chest because I didn't think of it. You got Success. You got the Success is the father of prosperity because Star Wars made way more than that. And you got Lacuna for 3 seashells, but they were so low. Like 3 seashells, I almost thought about it, and I was like, I don't know.
It's
But, like,
clever. It's
I mean, you
silly.
have
It's
to have a
it's
good way
fun
to.
pick.
You need to have a good way to wipe your ass when the only food available is Taco Bell.
But But part of the problem is
That's the best argument I've heard yet on that.
it's memorability cancels each other's out. Because if you say, "Hey, do you remember that?" And you're like, "Yeah, I remember they said it." And like, how's it work? Like, I have no fucking idea.
no one knows.
But
That's the
thing.
fucking
That's part of
ambiguity.
the fun of it. I know.
Ambiguity of it.
Because you put the first seashell in your butt.
There's not two.
Follow that up.
There's not two like tongs.
I'm not sure
and
the second or
third
third
one
step.
scoops
I feel
the
like
left
they're
one. I don't
buttons.
know.
You just
What the
go
fuck?
1, 2, 3, and it's some process happens in the toilet that just fucking cleans you
yeah.
up.
I love Brad arguing for the Seashells pick. He's mad that he was trying to figure out how to make his team even worse.
I wanted to see
When I picked the seashell one, Brad was like, "Oh my god, oh my god, I can't believe you're going to take my seashell pick."
It's
And I was
trivial
like,
though.
I
Like
was
people
really
remember
pissed.
it partially because they're like, "What the fuck is the invention?" I don't even know what it is.
Yeah, I mean, we know how many seashells,
3.
and then we're done pretty much.
What do you do with them?
Well,
you wipe your ass, but I think that's.
I
Well,
don't know
maybe-
that.
maybe
I
not.
don't know that.
We don't know that.
It could be fully. Yeah, that's
There's
Zach,
probably-
all I'm going to say here is it's an old man's game. All these guys, reminiscing on the old technologies, Nintendos, and speaking spells and shit like that. They're just all obsessed with this tech. So
I know you're not old because you didn't say Atari 2600.
Scott picked Teddy
and
Ruxpin.
television.
speak and spell.
Oh shit!
You left out Pong.
Pong.
Oh yeah, no,
Pong's
Yeah.
nice.
I do like.
The stupid little football games where you
Mike
would like
Kelly
click
had
the
a-
buttons and like it was
the
like
Mattel,
red dots.
The Mattel.
Oh yeah.
Mike Kelly had the full stand-up Pong arcade game in his garage.
Oh,
just
I'm
two
sure
lines
he
and
played it
there's
every
two
day.
lines
He
and a
was
dot.
fucking beating the pussy away.
Oh,
There's less pressure
couldn't
today.
fucking-
put in an 8-track.
Just drowning in fucking 80s Big Bush pussy.
Put in an 8-track of Bohemian Rhapsody and played Pong all day.
There's less
Yeah.
pressure today because I think the 2 of the last couple drafts I did was like 2v2 BVK versus non-BVK.
Yeah.
But all of a sudden it's 1v1.
Yep. Look at this.
I don't know.
Scott
I have
and
no
I-
idea what's gonna
BVK's we've actually been getting smoked lately.
Yeah,
We've had
I
a
know.
lot of guests winning drafts, and I don't
First
know.
time drafting
in the 3 spot.
in
too.
the 3 spot.
In the 3 spot.
It's
This
a
would be pretty
possibility
impressive.
right now.
So
It's a possibility.
we've got team 1 or team 3. Nate, which
Second place.
Gov, which team got second place?
The second place team with 37 points is team 1.
Team 1 includes the teleporter from Star Trek, invisibility cloak from Predator, Doug's translator caller from Up, and the neuralizer mind eraser from Men in Black.
Yep.
What a great 4th pick because a lot of people said neuralizer. Right? That's so referenced. Like, I wish I just could pull out the thing and make it. Boop, you forget.
Yep.
That sounds like a fucking guy up to no good story.
Yeah, I
though.
said that's
to
all
me, like,
criminal
this is
shit.
fucking. This is,
Well, that could also equate to the government, which this is a part of. I mean,
Maybe it's really happening. We don't even know.
I know.
we wouldn't know.
Scott does
damn
look
it.
like he works for the government.
I'll tell you this. I'm gonna remember this.
Oh,
Either way,
Let's talk about team 1. for a
neuralize
little
me
bit.
all you want, but
Yeah.
Team 1. This is wild shit happening right now.
okay.
Okay,
Teleporter.
did teleporter get like the two out there?
It was third overall.
No, but did it get? Oh, it didn't get the whole. You said there was a. You're going to take away points if it's too crazy.
No. See, to me, like future, like you're rearranging atoms. You're doing.
did you have
like,
one that you took away points? You said for.
Yeah, I thought you said one.
I thought one of them did, and I thought the teleporter was it.
No, the SOB was the weird science. Like it was too.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
we talked
there you
about
go.
Oh, that was two out there, huh? Okay. All right.
that. Yes.
We're rearranging atoms, but we can't make a realistic sex
I'm
robot.
going to take an
Okay,
exact
got it.
reading of this and put it over there versus I'm going to magically create a girl out of nothing. To me, like, so the reason I came out with this category was I thought Star Trek The Replicator, like,
Yeah.
bullshit. But I searched, I don't think it's in any of the movies. It's only in the TV episodes.
Right.
Yeah, I think that's true.
You're the only one that's old enough to watch Star Trek, the TV
original.
show, so.
All right. Invisibility cloak, Predator. That do anything for you?
I loved that. That was number
Obviously, you got second fucking place. I thought that was such a dog shit pick. I
Number
tried to make you feel
6.
better by saying something about Harry
but
Potter.
everyone remembers that. Everyone remembers
yeah.
that. It's memorable.
Memorable.
Everyone over 50.
Everyone that saw the movie Predator.
How did the Pixar do for him?
Was that the
Translation color.
Translation color.
I loved it, but it fell a little because I loved it. It's a personal thing, but that doesn't make it memorable necessarily. I just didn't feel like enough people thought of it. It dropped to number 14 overall. No bonuses.
Okay.
And then you had
The Neuralizer was the fun one we talked
Yeah,
about.
Invisible. Yeah, no bonuses on any of. Oh no, he did have a bonus. The Neuralizer was
Men in
his
Black
fourth round
got
pick.
300,000.
Men in Black probably made
and
that.
that made well over $300 million. So that got the bonus point.
The teleporter, it didn't say Great Scott, but it said Beam Me Up Scotty. Do I get any points for that?
I mean, there's Scott all involved. Scotch everywhere. Hey, the replicator supposedly could make scotch.
I gotta wait for the Friday the 13th draft to be able to get some bonus points around here.
All right, let's talk about team 3.
Team 3 drafting from the difficult third position.
Jason came through in his first draft from the 3 spot.
Number 1 draft.
To take home
wait, I didn't put in the first drafter penalty. Wait.
Team 3 included lightsaber from Star Wars, the T-1000 from Terminator 2, Ava from Ex Machina, and the telephone booth from Bill and Ted Excellent Adventure.
Solid.
Lightsaber is, I almost felt bad because it's super iconic. I'm like, someone's going to get this with number 2 immediately.
Right.
And someone took the fucking hoverboard from back to
Your thought process is exactly what I had.
lightsabers. Like, it's Star Wars is one of the most iconic movie franchises. That's the most iconic item in a weapon from a more civilized age. Like,
you 50-year-olds are all alike. I'm sorry, you guys think the same way.
I love this Brad turning on the Star Wars franchise.
The Star Wars franchise died 30 years ago.
Turning on the Star Wars franchise.
This is really fucking ironic right here. By the way.
This is unprecedented.
I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that the thing that you had to look up on YouTube was Alicia Vikander from Ex Machina.
It was.
And you were like, I like that.
It landed,
that worked in my favor.
But it landed right where you picked it. And I was going to put it lower because I was like, right in the rankings. So you picked it
6.
It's the real version of Lisa from Weird
You
Science.
picked it 11th. I had 11th.
So the one
I was going to put it lower, and I watched it. I was like, ooh, this is really cool.
The one YouTube assist was on the winning team. Okay.
Yes.
Moving on.
Yes, it was.
Hey, that's how it works.
My team was so strong it could survive.
I was ready to crush it, and I was like, "Oh God, that if I would have watched it, I know it's popular. I would have loved it, and I did love it.
We have done a podcast on it.
I have not listened to that.
You should watch the
You should
movie.
definitely see the movie.
It's a good movie.
Fantastic movie. Yeah.
Not worthy of first.
Better
place.
podcast.
Now T-1000.
It was his last pick.
Great.
No.
Fantastic podcast.
Telephone booth.
Where is the tech in a T-1000? Like what? It's just liquid metal. Like
it's so
because we have a lot of fucking cyborgs that can do whatever they want everywhere.
Where's the tech?
So we thought no. We thought Lisa from Weird Science was out of control. We could never see this in real life.
This guy's
but
wiping his ass with seashells.
a blob of metal that somehow is able to move and turn itself into things.
Advanced cyborg.
Scientists have literally already done this in real life. Like they actually, it's really slow, but I just saw this the other day. There's a little piece of liquid metal that
We're
melts and
not
goes through
that
bars.
far off. We're not that far.
They're doing this in real life.
I want to reiterate.
That's a long way off from a guy that turns into a cop, that turns into a woman, that turns into Arnold Schwarzenegger.
It's a long way to go.
A motorcycle
And has
But
knives
it's
and
a lot
stabbing
closer.
weapons.
It's a lot closer than making a woman out of it with an apple II.
Or Zach wiping his ass with a seashell. I'm not sure where the tech is there.
Wait, we don't know there's wiping ass involved. We don't even know what the shell
tech
is.
This is
in
a
the
good point.
seashells. Come on.
I'm not even sure it's science. It's just a shell. He picked it up off the beach.
I mean, that could be like
All right,
prehistoric.
blobs
science.
of metal are super killers. We accept that.
I will accept that in a futuristic society where we accept cyborgs, which are in multiple sci-fi
but
realms.
not ones that are hot like the one from Lisa in Weird Science. Got it. Okay, moving on.
No, she was not a cyborg.
What was she?
Third,
a witch?
I do like that you guys are letting the third and fourth place just shit all over your drafts, which is great.
What was Scott's last pick or Jason's last pick?
Telephone booth, Bill and Ted.
Such a dog shit pick.
No,
you can fix it with bubble
great
gum.
pick.
It's pretty good tech.
If we're gonna accept,
reliable.
if we're gonna accept time travel, which we are in a lot of sci-fi movies,
Yeah, but there's already been a time travel thing picked much earlier, with a much better pick.
okay. So,
But you had
telephone booth
seashells.
was 12.
Is it a
Overall?
telephone
Seashells.
booth? Is it a telephone booth that also expands to hold numerous historical figures?
Oh, they packed in like
That's
3
a
or 4.
great
You
invention.
can fit 15 or 16 in
There was
there,
like
yeah.
Napoleon and Socrates in there. You can fit all kinds of
Genghis Khan.
And
Genghis
so
Khan?
It was one of my favorite movies as a dumbass, like 12-year-old who went to see it in the movie theater.
That is
Movie
that is
came out before I was born.
That's a bullseye dart shot right there.
But Bill and Ted's is super popular. Everyone talks about it. Like
No, they don't.
There's so many quotes. Yes, they do.
Everyone talks about it.
Brad does.
All right, I love it.
People get excited about Bill and Ted.
All right, we got to move on to also rants.
I think we got to move on to these also rants.
Jason, great job. Great job. I'm
Jason.
impressed.
I mean, I want to thank. No, let's go ahead.
You're never.
I just noticed you have my dude.
I just don't understand.
See Bourdain on your shirt.
You idiots.
We got no time for thank you speeches or congrats or whatever. This is the fucking Oscars. I'll play you off.
Yeah.
So I already said Paulie's robot from Rocky is my number one also ran that it was going to go off the board, but I couldn't pick it. So what else did we leave on the
We
board?
usually let the judge throw out a couple.
Yeah, Judge, what did we miss? You said you had a list of 30, so
Scott,
we
you and
obviously
your rules.
missed. What were some of your tops right there?
Okay, I gotta change something because you guys did pick the Inception device, correct?
Correct.
Yeah, last place
Brad
you
did.
got it.
Last place, picked it
It
up.
was called the PASIV, the passive
Yeah,
device.
Yeah.
Yep,
Okay, wait.
I call it the dream device.
So
We got controversy.
Oh boy.
you didn't pick the DeLorean directly, but I give it to you. The proton pack from Ghostbusters.
Oh.
I'm not giving these in any particular order or tiers.
Right.
So we're supposed to believe in that technology and ghosts? Is that what we're doing?
Yeah, supernatural. Well, if you're
In
gonna
the event
face the
of
supernatural,
ghosts,
you
you
need
need
some
that
real tech.
Got it.
The haptic bodysuit, which we have versions of in
They
Ready
do.
Player
Ready
One.
Player
Ready Player
One.
One.
That was on my list, and I thought it was-
Tricorders in Star Trek, pretty fucking amazing. The Voight Kampf machine or test in Blade Runner, I liked. RoboCop and Ed 209 might have done something. Bishop and Ash androids in Alien. HAL 9000, I felt was going to be a popular one from Space Odyssey. Like
He's just a
that,
voice.
that could have been on
but it's
Zach's
the first big time
robot
AI that was in
AI
charge of
killing machines.
Right.
pre-crime.
Oh no, that was
versus
Jason. That was on our winner. You should have taken HAL as well.
pre-crime via the precogs
Precogs.
and Minority Report.
That's a little spiritual.
Nobody took the T-shirt Lacuna Tech, but I think even better that memory implants from Total Recall.
So I like that.
Yeah, the recall machine I had on my list.
Total Recall,
Like
you go and you
coding
can like go in
fake
your dream
memories,
thing. Yeah,
Love
yeah,
it.
yeah.
I feel like the dream device from Inception, that kind of like are very similar.
The passive device allowed you to bring someone else into your dreams.
Yeah, so you
the
could-
Total Recall put fake memories in your brain.
Yeah.
Free City from Free Guy was cool. Whopper, if we're going to go old school, War Games. The MCP from Tron, the digitizing laser that put you into the game. Warp Drive, Lightspeed, Star Trek, Star Wars would probably been low.
I like how I said a couple, and he's just.
I'm going to
reading
go
off
through
the
them all
whole
because I
fucking
want
list.
to because I don't want to take like 50 million hours. Time Portal Map, Time Bandits.
I mean, he's just. I don't have anything to say now.
Are any of these yours?
A lot of them were.
Oh, do you want to jump in? I got like 4 more.
Well, you mentioned the what was it that I said that was like kind of more like a living thing than
See, this is why Gov was going.
T1000.
No. It was one of the ones he just said. Fuck it. Well, I was just saying, like, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy has the babblefish,
but
it's like a
love
living
that too,
creature,
yeah.
so it's not sci-fi technology.
No,
so like,
they just
I think
discovered it.
It had the gun that like showed you your own point of view or whatever.
but see, I don't as a book reader, I don't.
Heart of Gold.
It
Time
doesn't
Space
count.
Travel, yeah.
The Heart of Gold is a cool shit, but again,
Yeah.
that's so much of that's more explained in the book. In the movie, it's kind of
Totally.
But we can't take like living things. Like I couldn't be like, I pick
No, 'cause
Falcor.
that's the discovery versus the invention.
Falcor.
That's what I would pick.
That was an awesome poll.
the fizzy lifting drink from Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, where you drink that shit, you can just fly around a little bit, and then you
Think
got
of
to
that,
burp
yeah.
so you don't
like
get
it.
chopped up by the fans.
Walter, figure that technology out. We're being a
There was the hot tub and hot tub time machine if you wanted to go another time machine.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
We did a time machine draft, so I kind of stayed away from all the time machines. Other than I definitely thought about the DeLorean. How about the teleport pod and the fly?
So I thought of it after I made my list, and I didn't end up writing down, but I like that a lot.
How about Adam Sandler's remote control and click?
I have that list.
So I thought of that after I watched.
Dude, I didn't think of that. That's a good one.
It seems
Stop
similar after
time.
last week's Eternal Sunshine. I'm like, where's a comedic actor that's trying to be kind of
for sure.
serious? Like
Punch Drunk
I
Love.
thought of it. Yeah.
Fucking Death Star, man. It blows up planets.
The Star Wars too heavily represented. It's almost going the way of Marvel and all the dress. Like
I try to think of like things that are just be like useful in real life. I think like Death Stars are just
So I got
crazy.
I got another
right,
Back to the
lightsabers.
Future.
I broke
one.
up with my girlfriend. I'm gonna blow up her whole planet. That'll show her.
You remember the in Back to the Future where they like put the little pill on the thing and put it in the thing and then it's like a pizza.
Oh yeah, they hydrated
The
the
dehydrated
the
food?
hydrator. Yeah,
That is fucking badass.
That's
I
kinda
like
cool.
that.
There we
idea.
go.
How did I can't get over the fact you picked the fucking hoverboard over the DeLorean. At this point,
I
I'm
love
like,
getting shit on.
how did you not? I expected your second pick to be like the self-tying Nike shoes that he put on before he got on the hoverboard.
Brad
Like,
just
what the
picks
fuck?
the whole outfit.
I should have just I should have done
Everything
all
from
Back to the
Drying
Future. I
jacket.
should have done a full,
I picked the vest that the guy thought he was a sailor.
if I could go back,
the
I would
puffy
completely do a full Back to the Future list. That was stupid. I should have done that.
It might have got a bonus.
Everything except for the.
Could we pick the almanac, dude? I would pick that shit. I would take that right now.
The almanac.
Knowing every sports score
Yeah.
for like the next
But
like,
that's-
30
I mean,
years,
Is that an invention or
Not
using?
really sci-fi invention, but
I'd be baller though.
Yeah.
What about in Total Recall? Ha 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 ha! I'm not the real Quaid. Or he's like, you
yeah.
think I'm the real Quaid?
I like that.
I am. And he shoots the
That was good. Like
the holograph
misdirection.
watch where they're like they're passing it back and forth.
Or that
and
ma-
using
or
it.
that mask of that chick, and all of a sudden it.
Oh yeah.
and then it's a bomb.
Oh, when they invented the chick with the 3 tits.
That's a pretty good invention.
I did pick the mask from Total Recall as the one of the also runs for the mask draft.
Oh yeah,
Go watch that. Go listen to that. It's a great one.
That's
What a
pretty
great
much-
judge on that one.
Minority Report, the sonic gun where like they basically like he's like cocking it and like blasting people and they
Yeah.
go flying backwards.
Yeah,
Like
I
no
like that
non-violent gun or whatever.
stun gun basically.
How about the shrink ray and Honey, I Shrunk the Kid?
I have that.
Oh,
I
that
have
would have been
listed.
That's a
would've been
great one, actually.
I didn't have that.
Because I thought at first I thought the Ant-Man tech, but then I thought Marvel, and I thought Zach would shit on me, so I thought of Honey, I Shrunk
You
the
thought
Kid.
right.
Yes, Marvel will get you shit on.
Yes, it will.
You thought correctly.
Anyone else, or can I rattle like 3, 4 more?
I got
3, 4
I got,
more, and
I got the
then we're wrapping
Stargate
it
from
up.
Stargate.
Didn't have that. Like it.
What else? Do I
Isn't
got?
that you don't really know where you're going with that? You just go into it and you just hope
But
for the best.
Yeah, you get to go find out what actually happened, I guess, in Egyptian times.
But I have one similar to that.
And then what else? I don't know how much left. I have the AI girlfriend from Her.
I didn't have that. No.
Yeah, that's and that's tech that's getting.
That's
closer
pretty
and
much
closer.
just like
Bonus points for
That's like-
ScarJo.
yeah, exactly.
So I finished with the time portal map from Time Bandits. I love that, and it kind of falls under the Terry Gilliam. You guys did the whole Holy Grail and all that.
That was judged by an incredible judge, by the way.
Well, I say that's a little magical though, isn't it? Though more than anything.
To a degree, it's like supernatural because God, I guess, created it, or the Supreme Being.
That's like we talked about Harry Potter. You know, I think that's like venturing into Harry Potter.
The Marauders map.
The FLDSMDFR, the Flint Lockwood Diatonic Super Mutating Dynamic Food Replicator, cloudy with a chance of meatballs. That changed a lot of things.
Memorable.
Oh shit! That makes me think. What about the ooze from Secret of the Ooze? Like you could just be making all sorts of Teenage Mutant Ninja animals.
One of my
That'd be sick.
weirdly, like, it doesn't line up with my beliefs at all, but one of my favorite sci-fi movies, Contact, The Machine.
All right.
Man, that would have done pretty well. And then lastly, the one I'm kind of surprised no one picked, it almost would have got SOB, but it would have placed high. Getting fucking dinosaur DNA out of an amber encased mosquito to make dinosaurs. I don't know where that would have been, and I'm glad I didn't have to judge it.
That's interesting because it's not really technology.
But it's sci-fi.
Science.
It's cloning.
Oh, it's
tech.
technology. You're using it to clone and do
Yeah.
things that no one's ever done before.
But we can't make a hot chick in 1985.
Well, did you get her DNA out of a mosquito and some amber?
She was also from 1985.
the
It
hottest
would've been
girl
pretty
from the
easy to
Stone
get her
Age?
DNA.
What about the masks that they use in Mission Impossible? That look like. I mean, there's.
But
no
that's
mask.
that's so realistic, and like I'm half of me
That's
believes
SOB,
we
maybe.
might fucking have that right now.
I mean, we're sitting around this table. We don't know for sure who might be real and who might be an android.
Spoiler alert: I'm actually Hank.
Right.
How did you get yourself an
crazy
inch and a half
spoiler.
taller?
Oh my lord!
An extra half an inch.
Technology.
Okay,
Thanks, Gov.
what are we doing next week? Gov, that was great. You did a good job. You picked the wrong
Welcome
team,
back.
but it was a good effort.
Gov, it was fantastic. You've done a
little-
excellent-
I'll
See,
say
you guys are
a
wishing I had
little
some
ageist.
stupid ass weird
Might've-
bonuses with
might've
some
helped me.
weird
Might've helped
card
me.
draws.
No,
and
I'm
shit.
just saying it's a little ageist. Like, I mean, obviously,
It is.
ageism is
No, you're
alive and
being
well
ageist
in
right now.
2024.
Or you're
I think it is the other way around, actually. Yeah, you're not supposed to. It's like senior abuse, almost bordering. On.
You know what? Yeah, I feel abused.
I'm talking about youngin abuse.
Let's wrap.
It's called child abuse.
Youngin
It's
abuse.
pretty prevalent.
I mean, until you figure out how those seashells are worked,
I'm sorry that the two Utes feel disparaged.
All right, you asked me what we're doing. We've got actually, if plans go the way they're supposed to, we've got actually the next 2 weeks, we're going to do redos of basement tapes. Movies that we did on the basement tapes that we have never put on the air. And it's going to be our new thoughts on these movies. And then we're going to start with Interstellar, a little Christopher Nolan.
Yep.
Sci-fi action.
I picked this movie and I haven't seen it yet.
Which I love.
Because I said, fuck it. You guys talk about it all the time. I hear people talking about it all the time. I do love Nolan, and it just gives me the excuse to finally fucking watch this movie.
And this is one, again, I thought you were going to like Spotless Mind. You did not, but I think you're going to like this one.
Don't tell me what.
I really do.
And I will say, not in my top 5 Nolan.
Wow.
Top 5 Nolan. Wow.
Yeah.
See, now I'm really up in my head. So anyway, can't wait to watch it.
It's in the top 5 Nolan. Brad's full of shit.
All right. I think that's about it. Tune in next week. Check us out on the socials, interact, share it with somebody. We're just hoping that some people continue to listen to us, and maybe you'll share it with some folks.
And the Gov is watching those social comments. So if you think he did a shitty job this week, let's get on there and let him know.
No. Get on there and say how fucking stupid it is. The DeLorean was not number 1 of 1.
That is also
Jesus.
It went
legitimate
5th overall, which is pretty wild.
Yeah.
And you never know. You may run into the Gov just wandering the streets of Fresno asking you questions about movies.
Yep.
I got a question for you.
The 6'5" old guy. How old are you? 6.5.
Keep cheating me at that inch.
Approaches you on the street. Just run the other way, kids.
And at the next draft conference in
Draft clinic.
The best draft clinic, he's going to have his own session. So
I might be a percentage.
Sign up for that.
All right. We promise we'll stay on the rails next week. Bye-bye.
Start this thing.